Hello students. We were discussing about the bandwidth of any signal. So before bandwidth we have discussed the four terms. These are the four terms that we have discussed. Amplitude of the signal. Then first, what is the signal concept? What is amplitude of the signal? What is wavelength of the signal? And what is frequency of the signal? So after that, now we are going to discuss about bandwidth of any signal. So in last point we have seen the bandwidth is nothing but it is a difference between the highest and the lowest frequency of the signal. So in the diagram, if you see, there are wavelengths shown as f2, f1 and fc is indicating the carrier frequency. So just understand here, the f2 is maximum frequency and f1 is the minimum frequency. So usually we are taking the readings from left to right. So f2 is representing the maximum frequency and f1 is the minimum frequency. So whatever is the difference between f2 and f1, that is known as bandwidth of the signal. That is the concept of bandwidth. So if we see the concept of bandwidth in detail, so it can be explained as, so bandwidth is equal to the f max minus f minimum, where f max is maximum frequency and f minimum is the minimum frequency. F max is 100 hertz. Let us take example. For a system, maximum frequency is 100 hertz and minimum frequency is 1 hertz. So how you can differentiate or how you can define the bandwidth? Bandwidth for that system is given by f max minus f minimum, that is bandwidth is equal to 99 hertz. That is the concept of the bandwidth. So this type of questions are asked in the MCQ. So understand the concept. For any system, bandwidth is given as the difference between its maximum frequency and मिनिमम फ्रिक्वेन्सी. जेवढी त्या सिस्टमची बँडविड्थ जास्त असेल दॅट मच बेटर परफॉर्मन्स यू आर गेटिंग फॉर द पर्टिक्युलर सिस्टम. दॅट इज द कन्सेप्ट ऑफ द बँडविड्थ. ओके, सो आफ्टर बँडविड्थ द नेक्स्ट टर्म इट इज मॉड्युलेशन. सो ऑलरेडी वी हॅव डिस्कस्ड द मॉड्युलेशन concept. So modulation means what? It is the process of transmitting the combination of modulating signal and carrier signal. Both the signals you are combining, modulating signal and carrier signal, and that combination you are transmitting, that concept it is called as the modulation of the signal. So here if we see the diagram, it is shown of the amplitude modulation. So as we discussed, there are three types, basic types in the modulation. Analog modulation, or there are basically two types, analog modulation and digital modulation, and after that it can be classified as, in analog modulation there are basically three types: AM, that is amplitude modulation, frequency modulation and phase modulation. That is the concept of the analog modulation. So this is the concept of the modulation of the signal. So already we have seen the diagrams of modulating signal and carrier signal. Then the next term it is demodulation. So here also in modulation, the diagrams if you see, first they have shown the information signal. So information signal is nothing but it is the baseband signal or it is the modulating signal. Second signal it is shown as the carrier signal, and then obviously frequency of modulating signal is less, frequency of carrier signal is more. Both the signals are combined and then that combined signal it is transmitted. That is the concept of modulation. So in diagram they have shown the concept of amplitude modulation. So we are going to see in details the diagrams of AM, FM and PM. Okay, then here one more block diagram it is shown. In the block diagram, whatever is the circle and in that one cross sign is shown. So that is nothing but the modulator block. So modulator block does the modulation of modulating signal and carrier signal. बेसिक जो मॉड्युलेटिंग सिग्नल आहे दॅट इज गिवन from the regular side input and whatever is output of the oscillator. So oscillator is a device that is generating the sine wave. Oscillator can generate modulating signal also, and oscillator can generate the carrier signal also. Here whatever is the output given of oscillator, that is the carrier signal, and that is given as input to the modulator, and after doing modulation we get at output the AM signal. So that is the concept explained of amplitude modulation in the block diagram of AM. Then next term number 7, it is demodulation. So demodulation means what? So whatever signal you are transmitting at transmitter, after basic information block you are doing its modulation, but whatever may be the good type of modulation, at receiver you need to again extract our original signal from that modulated signal. That process it is called as the demodulation process. So try to understand. आपण मॉड्युलेटिंग सिग्नल आणि कॅरियर सिग्नल कंबाईन करून मॉड्युलेटेड सिग्नल जनरेट करतो. ओके, सो इफ वी हॅव टू सी द कन्सेप्ट्स वी कॅन सी इट लाईक दिस. सो वी हॅव सीन द कन्सेप्ट ऑफ मॉड्युलेशन राईट नाऊ. आता आपण 7th टर्म बघतोय. 7th term it is demodulation. So what is done in the demodulation process? So what we have done at transmitter side, we have combined modulating signal with the carrier signal, and what we are getting as a resultant, we are getting the modulated signal. So this is done at the part of transmitter. Modulating plus carrier are combined and we are getting the modulated signal at the transmitter side. But when at the receiver, after transmitting this signal through the channel, at receiver what we have to do? At receiver again we have to extract the original modulating signal from the modulated signal. So what is done at the receiver? रिसिव्हरच्या इनपुटला आपल्याला मिळालेला असतो modulated signal. From that modulated signal we are subtracting the carrier and again we are getting the original modulating signal back at the receiver. That is the concept of demodulation. ट्रान्समीटरला आपण मॉड्युलेटिंग प्लस कॅरियर ॲड करून मॉड्युलेटेड सिग्नल जनरेट करतो आणि ट्रान्समिट करतो. ॲट रिसिव्हर व्हॉट इज डन? द मॉड्युलेटेड सिग्नल इज गिवन ॲज इनपुट टू द चॅनल. At receiver the modulated signal is given as first input to the receiver, then from that modulated signal we are subtracting the carrier signal and we are getting the modulating signal back at the receiver. That is the concept of the demodulation. So we have seen the concept of modulation and demodulation. Now the next term it is attenuation. So attenuation, what it is given as? When a signal is transmitted through an electronic medium over long distance, it loses its quality and strength due to dissipation and wastage of energy. Naturally, this is attenuation of the signal. So simply speaking, we can tell as attenuation is nothing but it is the loss of the information. Okay, so if you have to define the attenuation, so what is given in this slide? If you are saying attenuation means when the signal is transmitted for long distance, its strength goes on decreasing, and whatever is the loss in the strength of the signal, that itself is called as the attenuation. So if you have to see the concept of attenuation, it can be explained like this. Suppose this is the signal that you are transmitting at the transmitter side. So this analog signal you have transmitted from the transmitter. So this is having plus 5 volt and this is having minus 5 volt at the negative half cycle. हा सिग्नल जेव्हा आपण ट्रान्समिट करतो, दिस इज आउटपुट ऑफ ट्रान्समिटर. दिस इज गिवन टू द चॅनल and when this signal is transmitting through the channel, हा चॅनलमधून पास होत असताना ड्यू टू डिफरंट पॅरामीटर्स, देर आर डिफरंट पॅरामीटर्स और रिझन्स फॉर लॉसेस, दिस सिग्नल क्वालिटी गेट्स degraded, or whatever is the voltage of the signal, that is degraded. Suppose here it is 5 volt and here we are getting the signal of the voltage as 3 volt. इथं plus 3 आहे, इथं minus 3 आहे. So this is the transmitted signal by transmitter and this is the received signal at the receiver. So what is the loss in the signal? Originally it was of 5 volt and now the received signal at the receiver it is of 3 volt. So what is the loss of the signal? It is given as 2 volt. So this 2 volt loss of the signal is nothing but it is called as the attenuation of the signal. So attenuation means nothing but it is simply representing loss of the signal in its transmission process. That is the concept of the attenuation. So try to understand, when signal is transmitted for long distance, its strength goes on decreasing as the transmission distance it is increasing. That's why the loss in the signal, that is called as the attenuation of the particular signal. That is the term number 8. Next, the term we are going to consider, that is the transducer. Okay, so transducer means what? It is a device which is converting one type of energy into another type. So here the explanation is given. Transducer is any device that converts any physical variable like force, movement, etc. to an electronic signal. So here they have given any physical quantity which is non-electrical form that is converted in the form of electrical signal through the help of the transducer. That is one example. That is correct. But generally how we can define the transducer? So transducer is a device which is converting the energy or which is converting the energy signal from one form into another form. So one example we have seen, एका फॉर्म मधला सिग्नल हा दुसऱ्या फॉर्म मध्ये ट्रान्समिट करतो, कन्वर्ट करतो, that is called as the transducer. So transducer, one example what we can take, mic. Suppose we have to transmit the voice through the any system. So we cannot directly give that voice as input to the coaxial cable. What we have to do first? First we have to convert that voice in the form of electrical signal. Okay, so here I am writing here. Suppose we have to transmit, म्हणजे आपला सिग्नल जो आहे ट्रान्समिशनचा, that is the voice signal. You have to transmit the voice signal through the coaxial cable. So you cannot directly give the voice to the coaxial cable. You need in between one block which is converting this voice signal in the form of electrical signal. So that device or that transducer is nothing but it is the microphone, or in simple language we are calling it as a mic. So mic is a transducer which is converting electrical signal in the voice form into the electrical form. That is the example of the transducer. Now we have converted the voice in the form of electrical signal and that we have transmitted through the coaxial cable. But again at receiver, receiverला जो सिग्नल मिळालेला आहे आपल्याला तो कुठल्या फॉर्ममध्ये आहे इथं, इट इज इन द इलेक्ट्रिकल फॉर्म. बट अगेन वी हॅव टू कन्वर्ट इट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ व्हॉइस. सो हियर वन मोर ट्रान्सड्यूसर अगेन वी रिक्वायर. सो loudspeaker is the example of the transducer which is used at the receiver. So loudspeaker will convert our electrical signal in the form of voice. So these two examples of transducers I have explained related to the communication system. कुठलाही नॉन इलेक्ट्रिकल सिग्नल आपण डायरेक्टली कोएक्सियल केबलला देऊ शकत नाही. इन ऑर्डर टू गिव इट टू द कोएक्सियल केबल, फर्स्ट वी नीड टू कन्वर्ट that signal in the form of electrical signal, and the device which is doing this task, that is called as the transducer. Okay, so the next term it is amplification. So amplification is nothing but it is the process of increasing the amplitude of the signal, or it is also called as the process of increasing the strength of the signal. So for example, if we see in any signal, when we are considering it in the time domain, as we have discussed, it is having two parameters. If you consider this signal in time domain, now it is having time here on x-axis, and on y-axis it is having voltage. So if suppose it is initially of 2 volt and this side it is minus 2 volt, so this signal directly you can transmit, no doubt. But if you are increasing strength of the signal, so for example here it is 2 volt, that I am making it as 4 volt. So this side it will be plus 4 volt and this side it will be minus 4 volt. So increasing the strength of the signal, that process it is called as the amplification process. So strength of the signal is usually noted by its voltage. amplification ने strength वाढते म्हणजे ती time किंवा x axis ची वाढत नाही. usually analog signal ची strength that is given by its value of voltage. So when we say amplification of signal is taking place, that means the amplitude of the signal is increased, or we can say that strength of the signal is increased, because most of the times strength of analog signal is equivalent to voltage of the particular signal. That is the term amplification. Then the next term we have to consider, that is the repeater. So repeater means basically it is used when we are using the long distance transmission. So repeater is basically combination of transmitter and receiver, and it is placed in between our original transmitter and receiver. Okay, so I will explain it here. So we are considering the concepts of repeater. Suppose this is our basic transmitter and this is the basic receiver. आता इथून इथं सिग्नल आपण ट्रान्समिट करतो. Here in between the channel it is used, or we can call that this is the communication media. आता जर शॉर्ट डिस्टन्स असेल तर हा सिग्नल विदाउट लॉस ट्रान्समिट होतो. बट इन लॉंग डिस्टन्स ट्रान्समिशन naturally the strength of the signal it is reducing. So in that case we are using in between the blocks which are called as the repeaters. So I am writing here R is representing the repeater. So we are not supposed to see in detail its structure, just this word, you will come across this word for some of the explanations. That's why just understand the meaning of the repeater. Repeater is nothing but it is a device which is placed between the transmitter and receiver, and it repeats the same signal and transmit it. So understand the meaning. It repeats the same signal and transmit it. That is the concept of the repeater. ह्या ट्रान्समीटरने जो सिग्नल ट्रान्समिट केलेला आहे, that is given to repeater. Let us say this is repeater 1, repeater 2, 3, 4. So it is repeating the same signal and giving it to the next block. म्हणजे हा ट्रान्समीटर करून आलेला सिग्नल जर इथं स्ट्रेंथ कमी झाली तर इट इज अगेन रिपीटिंग द सिग्नल. जर रिपीटर नाही यूज केले तर ॲज द डिस्टन्स विल इन्क्रीज द सिग्नल स्ट्रेंथ विल गो ऑन reducing. But here if we use the repeaters, strength of the signal it is comparatively increased. That is the concept of the repeater. So increase the strength of the signal, we have to use the repeater. That is the concept of repeater. So if more number of repeaters are there, complexity of the system it is more. So as the more number of repeaters are used, in that case complexity of the system is also increased. If we have to reduce the complexity, so here it is written, if more number of repeaters are used, complexity of the system is also increased. If you have to reduce the complexity of the system, in that case you have to reduce the number of repeaters. That is the concept of the repeater. So to avoid all these complexions, the simple technique used, that is called as the modulation. Okay, so I hope you are clear with the basic terms. Again, as per time to time, as the things we have to discuss, I will repeat the basic terms. So these are the basic terms which you have to come frequently along these terms in your further chapter or in the whole subject. So please understand these terms properly. If any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, thank you. In next lecture, we will see the baseband communication and carrier communication.